Greetings and salutations, YouTube. It's Hadrian here. Welcome to a new video. How's everyone doing today? Hope you guys are all doing fantastic. I am here today with a brand new handbag rehab. I know I promised you guys more, and I am trying to bring them to you. So we're going to start off today with this beautiful YSL, I think it's like a trio zip pouch crossbody bag. I don't know the exact name of it, but I got this recently, while out thrifting, and I wanted to show you guys how I was gonna fix it up. So if you can see here, it does have like some marks throughout. It has some dirt and a little bit of like maybe a little bit of color loss, especially on the corners. As you can see there, the corners, when black starts to lose some of the color, it starts turning kind of like either green or like even blue or gray. So we're going to fix this bag right up. And it is such a cute little bag, you guys. I'm so excited for you. But if you guys love thrifting and you love thrift hauls and vlogs, don't forget to subscribe, hit the little bell button to be notified when new videos do go up. Don't forget to add me on Instagram. It's Hadrian, just like it's spelled here, and check out my shop at itsHadrian.com to see what I have for sale for all my thrifting adventures. If you guys want to see the video when I found and got to this bag, I'm going to have it linked right up there as well and down below in the description box. But without further ado, let me just give you a quick disclaimer as well. I am not a professional like handbag repair person or anything. These are just tips and tricks I picked up throughout my like thrifting and all that. So just research, talking to people, etc, etc. And these are the products that I like to use the most, and I'm going to have them all linked down below if you guys are interested in checking them out. But this one's going to be a pretty easy one. I don't think we're really going to go too far into using any kind of really crazy products. So the first thing I have here is my Cadillac boot and shoe leather lotion. This is honestly the best. It's one of my favorite products, and I use this on almost every bag that I get. So it's pretty good on pretty much every sort of leather. You can use it on vinyl. Just don't use it on suede and untreated leathers because it can discolor and damage your item. So just be careful. And if you're unsure, you can do a test spot or something. And the next thing that we're going to be using, this is one of my other tried and true favorite items, especially for a black leather. If you're looking for just a quick touch-up, Kiwi Leather Dye is the way to go. Again, I'm not being sponsored by any of these products. I feel like I'm always talking about them, and that I am sponsored by them to be talking about them so intensely and with such vigor. But honestly, these products are just really great. So these are the two things that we're pretty much going to be using, as well as just a microfiber cloth to apply our leather lotion. So that's what we're going to do first. The first step whenever you're going to do anything like this is to make sure that your item is clean. So I use the leather lotion. I can't even talk anymore. The leather lotion is perfect for cleaning and conditioning your leather, and this bag isn't too dry. So, and sometimes all you need is just leather lotion. So, and like just conditioning your bag and making sure that that moisture is in the leather is, I think it's paramount in like the first steps in trying to be preventative, taking preventative measures with the like longevity and trying to preserve the look of your leather good. So I feel like leather lotion is just so important. And then we're going to clean the inside as well. You can see here there's a lot of discoloration, like something got spilled on it. You see it when you see it right there? Like something got spilled. I'm not too sure. Let's see what happens when we attack it with the leather lotion. But honestly, this piece was looking really dry, and when the bag gets dry, it's prone to absorbing things like stains and like being scratched and all that, because it's just like your skin, the skin on your body. Like when your skin is dry, it's prone to cracking, it's prone to like getting hurt and all that stuff. So when you keep that moisture inside the leather, it's just like your skin, it's going to be a lot stronger. So as you can see, even though we put the leather lotion on there, you can still see there's still that discoloration. So that is something that has actually like damaged the color and finish of the leather. So we're going to try, and we're definitely going to be hitting that with the leather dye after we condition it and after this all dries. But again, we're just going to go over everything. This bag is so tiny too, so it's like really easy to fix up and repair. And then also, if you have like an item that is super dry that you want to condition, and even when you use this, like it's not really working, you just apply it like this, and then you'd actually just use your finger, and then you just let it sit on top of the leather. And you can do that as well, but I would recommend doing this first and making sure just to clean the leather off, so that when you get the conditioner on there, it's going to be able to penetrate into the leather more thoroughly than when there's like a layer of debris and dirt and stuff on the leather. So, and you see here, there's like a little white spot that looks like some sort of discoloration as well. And I think I was a little overzealous with the dye, but you can see right there, there's like a little dot, a little maybe color transfer, a little scratch. So we're going to definitely get rid of that as well. And with that, we're gonna do something really easy. I'm just going to use my nail polish remover. You can really use any nail polish remover that you want, or you can use rubbing alcohol, or you can use, if you have leather preparer, which is also really great, but this is really strong and you don't need that for that. If you have just some nail polish remover that you can get at the 99-cent store, just get like a little bottle, and that's going to last you forever when you just do little touch-ups and stuff like this. But when you have like little marks like that, or even like pen marks, if you get it really quickly, especially with pen marks, you can usually get out the stain really easily. Now, a black bag, a pen mark's not really going to be too much. You can just cover it up with some dye. But when you have a white mark like that, the dye is just not going to work too well on it. So you just get a little bit of that nail polish remover on there. Use the other part of the Q-tip to absorb it and to like rub it in, and voila, it's lifted, it's gone, it's like it was never there. So that is kind of like the beauty of the nail polish remover as well. That's another thing that I really, really like. And it serves multiple purposes, you know. You can do your nails, you can do that. So now, I'm just going to grab a box really quick so we can work on top of it so I don't get any dye on anything. And then we will get started. So pretty much it's just the front that has like that little discoloration right there and along the bottom corners. So that's what we're going to be tackling right now with the Kiwi leather dye. Now this is already dry and everything. It's pretty much good to go. So we're just going to shake this up really nicely. And you can use, if you have a regular leather dye as well. I have the Angelus leather dye like this. This is my favorite dye. But when you're dyeing like an actual dye job from one color to another, you can also do this for little touch-ups like this. But I find that the leather dye, this one, the Kiwi, it works so much better just because it's a lighter product and it doesn't hold as much pigment. So then when you apply, even if you just apply it to a little corner, it's not going to discolor the leather. Like it's not going to make it splotchy is what I'm saying. So that's what I really like about this. So that's what we're going to be using right now. And then you kind of just tap it to get the product flowing. And then you're just going to go in a circular motion over it. And we're just applying that color right there. Maybe hit up some other spots. And if you also get it on the hardware, if you wipe it off right away, it'll just come right off. But if you find that it's already dried and doesn't want to come off, just get another Q-tip with some nail polish remover, rubbing alcohol, or the leather prep, and then that'll just come off right away once it touches the paint or leather dye. And this stuff dries really quickly, but just like any other leather dye, I would wait about 24 to 48 hours before I would actually use this because you don't want the color to rub off. But after 24 to 48 hours, I always wait 48, the color will be steadfast and it will not come off or rub off on your clothing or anything like that. So I get a lot of questions like that, whether or not the dye is going to do anything to your clothing. As long as you let it and allow it to dry and you do all the proper steps and stuff to re-dye or do a color touch-up on your bag or a leather item, then you'll be good to go. It's not going to color transfer at all. And I'm actually not going to close this because I don't want the paint or the leather dye to get onto the logo right there. And I'm actually just hitting this whole front part because there's like some strange discoloration all throughout. I just love the applicator of this. Like, I wish I could make these things in different colors, because I think, like, the only color I know of is black that this comes in. I haven't seen brown. I haven't seen any other color. They do have polishes. Make sure not to get the polish. Please make sure that it says leather dye, because if you get the polish, it will come off of it, like, on your clothing, no matter how long you let it dry. So, just a quick disclaimer. Then we're just going to hit up the back just a little bit, just the corners. The corners are really the little areas where there was a little bit of lightning. And this is going to be so gorgeous, you guys. This is going to look so good. It's literally going to look brand new. And sometimes I find that the dye also, if there are like fine lines and scratches on the leather as well, it will cover it up. So that's another thing that I really like. And this stuff dries very, very fast. Like, this is already going to be dry to the touch. And sometimes you want to go over it one more time. It really depends on the amount of discoloration and all that stuff. But look at this. It looks fantastic now. So then what you're going to want to do is, once this dries within 48 hours, you can go ahead and condition it again and then buff it, and then it'll just bring back all that luster and all that stuff back into the leather. And I am just so excited to use this again. I have actually been using this bag, and I've just been using it like this. And I'm like, oh my gosh, wait a minute. I have to film this so I can fix up this bag. I'm just like walking around with like stains all over the bag, and that's not cute. So you gotta take care of your bags. Make sure you condition them, take care of them. And when you do things like this for your bag, it helps make them last longer and stay beautiful forever, for years to come. So that is pretty much the end of the video. That was super easy, right? Like, this is such an easy thing to do. And then just wait again 48 hours, and this is gonna be perfect. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you guys did, please give the video a big thumbs up. That always helps immensely. Don't forget to check out my other handbag rehabs. I have so many more, and even more to come. I think I have over 50 other handbag rehabs, from re-dyeing to color matching to dyeing the fabric zippers and all that stuff. So if you guys have any questions about any of that, go check out those videos. And if you see something or you have something or a question that you don't see there, definitely message me, send me a DM on Instagram, shoot me an email. Those are the two best ways to reach me. But I love you guys so much. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Hope you guys learned something new today. And don't forget to check out today's vlog. It's up at 2, and the new thrifting video goes up tomorrow bright and early at 7 a.m. I love you guys so much, and I'll see you guys later. Bye! Valentino, but it's a Forever 21. Too bad. That would have been super cute. Look at that tiger. Okay, anyway, back to what I was showing you guys. I also found this furla. This one's authentic. I'm very excited about it. Let's see. And they still have these other bags. I'm not sure about this product, but it's only $3. So I might just get it and just figure it out later. Still thinking about